So a little bit ago, we rolled out the Week 1 NFL predictions from me. These are my predictions for the first week of the NFL season, as it has already been underway. You saw it was underway on Thursday, but now this Sunday, it's already been underway for the past 13 minutes. Now, 1:13 EST for me. So we are here now with my new and improved Miami Dolphins season prediction video. So, as you guys know, I did one way back when in, I believe, May. Let me check. Yeah, May 14th was the last one that I had, the Miami Dolphins season prediction / stats. So, let's get into the video, and we're going to start off looking at the season, and we're going to go to week 1, which is against the Seattle Seahawks. If you guys already know, I have the Miami Dolphins winning 20-17. I feel like the Dolphins and Adam Gase have a lot to prove so far for the season. I think that they are going to be doing very, very well. For week 2 against the Patriots, without Tom Brady, I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo can get it done after losing in his first game of the season against the Cardinals. I feel like he's going to lose against the Dolphins as well, which will cap off the first win for Ryan Tannehill in Foxborough. So hopefully that can get done. So we have the Dolphins at 2-0, and then we come home to Hard Rock Stadium against the Cleveland Browns, and the Dolphins are going to absolutely obliterate the Browns and go to a 3-0 record. Then we go on to week 4 against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals, if you didn't see my week 1 prediction video, I think that they're a great team, a team that hasn't been able to win playoff games yet. But I do think that they are a great team. I think they will end up beating the Miami Dolphins in Cincinnati. Then they will come back home and face the Tennessee Titans. I think the Dolphins will have the Tennessee Titans number in terms of the NFL regular season. Last year we beat them. They beat us in the preseason, but I don't think they'll be able to get it done against the Dolphins in week 5. Now we're going to go on to the more in-depth part of the schedule where we face the Steelers, and I have this marked down as a loss for the Dolphins. And I think the Dolphins aren't going to get off to a hot start really from week 6 to week 9. I feel like it'll be a tough road. And we start off with week 6, like I said, against the Steelers. And against the Steelers, I have the Dolphins losing and dropping their record down to 4-2, still atop of the AFC East, but at 4-2. Then we go to week 7, still at Hard Rock Stadium, where I have them losing again, and this time to Rex Ryan and the Buffalo Bills. Although I do not believe the Buffalo Bills will be a good team at any stretch this season, I do think that they will end up being the Dolphins here in week 7. Then we go on to week 8. We have a bye after now a 4-3 record. We go against the New York Jets, and I believe that we lose at home against the Jets. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to pull off a miracle against the Dolphins and end up beating them, even though I once again think that the Jets aren't going to have a good season either. So after that, we go to week 10 and 11, where we are in the West Coast. We face the San Diego Chargers. I don't think the Chargers are going to be a good team this year. I have that as a win for the Miami Dolphins. Then they go to face the Los Angeles Rams in the LA Coliseum, and I have them beating the Rams in week 11. And then we go on to face the 49ers at home. I have us beating the 49ers. I have the 49ers going 2-14 this season. So that's obviously going to be even more there. And then we go on to Baltimore, where we beat the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Then week 14, we have Arizona at home. And I feel like Arizona is going to absolutely obliterate the Miami Dolphins at home. And it will be a win for Arizona, marking the Dolphins now at, let me see this again really quick. That's 8-5. Then we go on to face, not 8-5, that's 7-5. Then we go on to face the Jets at MetLife. I have us beating the Jets at MetLife Stadium. And then we move on to 8-5. Then we face the Bills. I feel like we're going to lose to the Bills again, which would drop us down to 8-6. Then, 8-5. I don't know what I'm talking about. Then we go on to face the Patriots in the week 17, which we would be at 9-6, which will finish at 10-6 if we beat the Patriots. I'm looking at it, which includes the wild card in the divisional round, which is why I was getting confused. But we do have them finishing at 10-6 with a 3-3 divisional record, 7-5 in the AFC, and I have them going to the wild card game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now let's take a look at that. We'll go bring that up into a full screen for you. I have the Dolphins beating the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Yes, I do have the Jaguars making the AFC and winning their division, and I have the Dolphins facing them. I don't think the Texans, Titans, or Colts can win the AFC South, so I have it being an AFC South versus AFC East battle, and I feel like the Dolphins are going to end up winning a very close one in Jacksonville. Then next week, they'll move on. The very next week, they'll move on to face the Patriots in Foxborough, and with Tom Brady back in full force, I feel like the Dolphins will not be able to pull off the win. It won't be Garoppolo. It will be Brady, and I don't think the Dolphins will be able to cap off 2 wins in Foxborough in a year. And the Dolphins will end their season with a total record of 12-6, counting the playoffs, and a 10-6 regular season record. 11-7 total record, with them having a 10-6 record in the regular season. Now with stats. I don't have this pulled up on any notepad or anything like that, but if you guys want to go see my Miami Dolphins season prediction video, I had the stats being Ryan Tannehill with a lot of yards. I had the stats being everyone basically with yards. Now, I'm still going to go by this, and I still believe that it will be a somewhat very good performance on the year from Tannehill, and I do believe it'll be a very good performance on the year for everyone in general. So, on my season stat predictions, I had Ajayi going with 1,097 yards. I don't have that anymore. I'm going to say that Ajayi gets 450 rushing yards, and I'm going to say that Arian Foster gets 680. At passer, I have Ryan Tannehill still marked down at 4,109 passing yards, to 990 instead of 980. With leading then most sacks, I have Cam Wake at a 14.5 and Mario Williams is a 9. I'm going to keep it with Xavier Howard at 6 and Rashad Jones and Kiko Alonso 30, and I'm going to drop Cam Wake down to 18. I'm going to give that off to Juwan James. I'm going to give Juwan James 12 sacks and Brandon Albert with 3. The team MVP, in my opinion, will be the team rookie of the year will still be Xavier Howard, and the surprise player for going to keep those. So those will stick. You're not going to see a graphic on the screen, but those will. Hope you guys did enjoy. The Miami Dolphins kick off their season in just about 3 hours, and I cannot wait. And I hope you guys are ready for it as much as I am. This one is very much shorter than the one I had before, but I need to make more videos and do homework, as well as I am watching NFL games at the same time. So a lot on my plate right now. I should have made this a little bit earlier, but did not do that. So I hope you guys did very much enjoy this episode of Samurai Radio, talking about all things Miami Dolphins. I will see you next time. Peace.